This conference will now be recorded.
Hello all, my name is Idris. We'll be continuing the Numpy topics. Today we supposed to do the topics on Numpy array, copy and view, right? So how to copy, what is view, right? So the difference between copy and view, that is what we'll be discussing it. And what's the date today, guys? What's the date? 8th, right? 8, 12, 2020, right? Okay. 8/12, 2020. Now, coming here, we will be discussing today on the copy and view, right? Copy and view. Okay, before that, you write it down the difference, copy and view. Just write it on the theory part. What is this copy and what is this view is, okay? So coming here, copy. The main difference between the copy and view of an array is that the main difference between the copy and view of an array is that the copy is a new array and the view is just a view of a original array. Okay, copy is a new array. Okay, so when you have a copy, it is the separate data which has a different memory. Okay, so we're coming to the view. Okay, it's just viewing the original array. Okay, it's just viewing the, it is giving a view of it. It is giving a picture of the original picture. Whereas copy, it is a different picture. Got it? There are two different copies. Okay, view in the sense what? Like it is pointing to the original copy itself. Okay, it is pointing to the original copy itself. Okay, now coming here, copy owns a data. Next point, you write down, copy owns a data and any changes made in a copy will not affect in the original array. Copy owns a data and any changes made in a copy will not affect the original array. And in any change made to a original array and vice versa. Okay, any change made in the original array will not affect to the copy, will not affect the copy. Same thing with respect to view also. The view does not own a data and any changes made in a view will affect the original array. View does not own a data and any changes made to a view will affect the original array, and any changes made in a original array will affect the view, vice versa, right? Okay, so I'll be just telling you the program how we can do it, we can go for it. It's something like this. Okay, so it's not opening it. Wait a second. Yeah, so I'll just, what I'll do it, I'll just tell it as like import numpy as np. I will tell it numpy as np. I will tell it, and then what I do it is like this. Okay, so I'll just tell as like a is equals to np dot, I'll tell as like array. I'll create a simple array. I will create it. I'll tell as like 1 comma 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4, right? So I'll enter this. So I have a here, right? So how do I make a copy, right? So how do I make a copy? Simple thing, guys. How do I make a copy? Is b is equals to, I'll just realize a dot copy. Remember we done with the shallow copy and the we have the shallow copy and reference copy. Sorry, reference copy as well as what deep copy. All right. If you know that, like if you want to know more about that, so the link will be in the description. So you can go through that and you can have it. So if I enter this, so if I have a b here, this is also having a data and he is also having data. I'm just copied it. Okay, have a note on this, have a note on this, have a note on this. Copy should not to be affected by a change made in the original array, right? Copy should not to made in the original array, right? So for example, what I do is like a of 0, I will tell a of 0, I'll just tell it as like 56, I will tell it, right? I'll tell it as like a, I'll tell it as a is affecting it, and if I tell it as b is not affecting it. Okay, b is not affecting it, correct? So this is nothing but what, normal copy, right? This is the copy, this is what I meant it, right? Anything you made changes in the b, it will not affect the original array. For example, b of 0 equals to 90, I will tell it. All right, so if I tell it as like b, it is changing it. If I tell it as a, it is not changing it, right? Vice versa also done. So how do I make with a view, right? So how do I make a view? So we have a view method. We have a view method. For example, right now my array is like this. Right now my array is like this: 56, 2, 3, 4. Right. So what I'll do is I'll tell it as c is equals to a dot. I'll tell it as view. I will tell it. What I do it? VIEW. View. I will tell it. So I'll enter this. Wait a second. Yeah. View. I will tell it. So I enter this. Okay. So if I tell it like c, it is getting it. and B A, it is also same thing, right? So what I do is I'll just tell as C of 0 is equals to, I'll just tell as like C of 0 is equals to, I'll tell as like 60, I will tell it. All right, so 60 is affecting it, and A, whether A is affecting it, guys, A is also affecting it. Anything you make a changes in a A, or for example like this, I'll make it has like 80, I will tell it. Right, so whether it is affecting to the A, yes, whether it is affecting the C, yes. This is called as what? View. So take it down. Okay, this is what you need to know about the copy and a view. Okay, copy and a view. So original array and a copied array. Okay, okay, to check an array owns a data or not. Okay, if which is the original array. Okay, so maybe like whether it is a copy or a original. Okay, so to make a difference. Okay, so when you buy a something, okay, you will check it, right? For maybe like you're buying a Nike shoes or something like that, right? What do? You will check it whether it is original or it is a copy, right? So how do you check this? Okay, so you have some attribute called as base. Okay, so by using this base I can check it out. Okay, so whether it is original or whether it is a copy. Okay, for example, you write it down, check if array owns a data or not. Check to check whether the array owns a data or not. What I do is write it down, copies owns the data, whereas copies owns the data, and view does not own a data. Copy own a data and view doesn't own the data. Okay, every numpy array has the attribute called as base, has the attribute called as what? Base. It has an attribute called as base that returns none if an array owns a data. It returns what? None if an array owns a data. Otherwise the base attribute to the original object, or otherwise it will return the base attribute. Otherwise it returns the base attribute. Here, which is the copied data, guys? A is the original data, B is also original data, C is a copied data. All right, what I do is I'll tell it as a dot base. I will tell it a dot base. I will tell it. What is it returning? It is returning nothing. I'll tell it as b dot base. I will tell it. All right, b dot base. I will tell it. It is also returning nothing. I'll tell it as c dot base. I will tell it. When I tell b c dot base, it is returning the original data. Okay, that means this is the view. This is the view where it has the which owns a data. This two owns a data, right? A and B owns its own data. At the end it will return nothing. It is returning what? Nothing. This is how you will check it. The which is the view and which is the copy. Whereas this two are like owning a data, and this is the view. This is the view. It returns the original data. What is it returning? It is returning the original data. Okay, done. Take it down this way. Take it down this one. This is how you will check it out. Okay, so you just tell it as base. If it is owning a data, it will return nothing. Okay, if it is not owning a data, it will return the original data. It will return what? Original data. That is how you will check it. Okay, this is how it is. That is how it is. Okay, this one is my favorite topic. This one is my favorite topic, which I am going to tell it next. Okay, so you got to know about the base, right? You got to know about the base. So why you are checking the base? So you tell it, right? When you get a case, okay, when police get a case, need to know the base, right? So need to know the base, right? You have that one line. Same thing we'll be using it here also, right? So if you know the base, we'll get to know what is this, which is that original data it is owning it, or it is a copied data, or just it is viewing it. Okay, so next topic you write it down. We can reshape the array, guys. Okay, we can reshape the array. For example, reshaping the array. Okay, take a setting called as reshaping the array. For example, a is equals to, I'll just tell as like np dot, I'll tell as like array, np dot array. I will tell it. I'll tell as like 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and I'll tell as like 22, 33, 44. Right. So how many data I have it? I have a couple of data, right? So maybe like I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, right? 12 is a good number, right? So if I tell as A, I have this data, right? I have this data. Take it on, setting called as numpy array reshape. NumPy array reshape. You can reshape the datas. Okay, 1 dimension to 2 dimension, 3 dimension, 4 dimension, like that. You can reshape it. Okay, so how do you reshape it? Take it down. Take it down. Okay, NumPy array have attribute called as shape. Okay, what is that? Shape. You have it. You have an attribute called as shape. You have an attribute called as shape. You have it, which returns the tuple with each index having the number corresponding element. Number corresponding element. Number corresponding element. Okay, so I'm just telling the shape now. I'm just telling the shape. If I want to know what is the shape of my array, okay, for example, if I tell as a dot shape, I'll tell it. Okay, I'll tell as a dot shape, I'll tell it. Okay, so what is it? It is telling that it is a one-dimension array which has 12 elements. It is a one-dimension array which has the 12 elements. It returns the tuple and which tells this shape of the array. Okay, what is the shape of the array? It is just the one dimension. Since you have only one data here, you have like one-dimension array. It is a one-dimension array having 12 elements. It will give you exact shape of the array. It will give the exact shape of the array. Okay, for example, if I create an array like this, okay, for example, if I create an array like this, b is equals to yeah, what is that, like np dot, I'll just tell as like array. Okay, so I'll do it as like this, and I'll do it as like, okay, 1 comma 2 comma, okay, 1 comma, I'll tell it 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4, I'll tell it, right? So I'll simply tell it. So how do I assign the shape, guys? N dimension, I'll tell it as nd dimension, okay, and I'll tell it as like 5, I'll tell it. So I'll enter this, right? I'll enter this. So I'll tell as like b dot shape, I'll tell it, b dot shape, I'll tell it. So if I tell it as like this, it is telling that it is a 5-dimensional array, 1 1 1 1 array inside a array inside a array inside a array inside that I have 4 elements. Okay, so if I tell it as like b, I'll be getting like this. So by using the shape, you can easily draw the diagram, guys. If you are feeling difficult to draw the block diagram, so by using the shape, I can easily tell that, okay, outside block, one block I'll be drawing, or inside that another one block, or inside that another one block, inside that another one block, inside that I have how many blocks? 4 blocks. Got it? So this is how I'll be drawing the shape. Okay, so I'll tell you how to see the shape and write the block diagram. Okay, so this is according to what shape. The next one which I am coming is, that is what I was telling my favorite topic. Okay, NumPy array reshape. You take it down, reshape. So this is what the shape is. Okay, so you can do that shape, you can give a new shape for this. Okay, for example, a, you have it like this, right? For example, a, you have it like this. I can reshape this array, right? I can reshape this array. Take it down, reshape, reshaping an arrays, reshaping an arrays. Reshaping means changing the shape of an array, changing the shape of an array. Shape of an array is the number of elements in each dimension. Reshaping means changing the shape of an array. Okay, I can change the shape of an array. Reshaping means changing the shape of an array. Shape of an array is a number of elements in each dimension. Number of elements in each dimension. Shape of an array is the number of elements in each dimension. By reshaping, we can add or remove dimension. By reshaping, we can add or remove dimension. Dimension, not the element. Got it? By reshaping, we can add or remove the dimension, or change the number of elements in each dimension, or change the number of elements in each dimension. Okay, for example, okay, I'm taking this one, guys. Okay, now you need to know the tables, guys. Okay, you need to know the fractions of this one. Okay, so 12 fraction you need to know about it. So all the shapes I can do it, I'll be telling you in depth. Okay, what it is. Okay, so you wait me with this. So I'll just tell us like reshape, I'll tell it, reshape, I'll tell it, reshape. Okay, for this I want to tell the shape. What is the shape I want to order it for? Okay, so I'll just tell us like 4 3s are how much, guys? 12, I will tell it, right? So I'll tell it as like this: 4 3s are 12. So 12 elements I have it. I can do this. Look at this, guys. I have changed my array. Whether it is affecting to my original array, no, it is not affecting my original array. This is my reshaped array. All right, this is my reshaped 4 dimension, 4 outer dimension, 1 2 3 4. Inner element is 3. All right, I can do the vice versa also. I can do it the vice versa also. 3 comma 4 also I can do it. 3 comma 4 also I can do it. Right, so I can reshape this array. Look how easily we are doing this, reshaping it. So again, in the 1 dimension, how do you do it in the 3 dimension? 12 factors, you tell me guys. 2 2s are 4, 4 2s are 8, right? So this cannot be done. How I'll be doing it? 4 3s are 12, right? So I can do it as something like this, okay? 2 comma 2 comma 3. 2 2s are 4, 4 3s are 12, right? So this one I can do it, reshape it. Look on here, guys. This becomes a reshape now, right? Right, guys. Right, guys. Right, it should be always a multiple of it. Okay, it should always a multiple of it. You cannot do it simply, oh yeah, reshape Reba. So I'll come here a dot, I'll just tell as like reshape, I'll tell as like reshape, and I'll tell as like something like this. Okay, 1 comma 2 comma 3, I'll tell it. Okay, this cannot be done, guys. Okay, because 1 2s are 2, 2 3s are 6. Okay, this will get you slapped. It is telling that cannot reshape an array of size 12 into a shape 1 comma 2 comma 3. I cannot do this. Got it? We cannot do this. Okay, to do the reshape, you need to do simple calculation here. Okay, how do you do the reshape? Okay, for example, you have 12 elements, right? You have 12 elements. If you want to do this one in the 2 dimension, you can do it in this is a single dimension. If you want to do it in a 2 dimension, guys, if you do it in a 2 dimension, let us 2D, right? 2 dimension. What are the possibilities, guys? What are the possible? Like you can do it 1 into 12, you can do it 1 into 12, you can do it. Other one you can do it is 6 into 2, you can do it. 2 into 6 you can do it. Other one 3 4s are 12. Yes, 3 into 4 you can do it, or else 4 into 3 you can do it. 4 into 3 you can do it, and 6 into 2 you can do it, and 12 into 1 you can do it. This is the possibilities you have to do the 2-dimension array. Anything else you can do it here? Anything else you apart from this in the 2 dimension when you have 12 elements? When you have 12 elements, I don't think so, right? This is what the worst possibility you can get it for. Right, when it's coming to 3 dimension, okay, when it's coming to 3 dimension, how you can do it? Okay, how you can do it, guys? So you can tell us 1 comma 1 comma 12, you can tell it. So this is one thing, right? So you can tell it as 1 comma 1 comma 2 comma 6, you can tell it. 1 comma 2 comma 6, you can tell it, right? So one more thing, what you can do it, one more thing, what you can do it, you can do it all the combination over here itself, right? All the permutation also you can do it here. For example, I'll just tell it as like this. Okay, so I'll just tell it like this. So 1 comma 1 comma 12, you can do it. 1 comma 12 comma 1, you can do it, or else 12 comma 1 comma 1, you can do it. So this is one possibilities, right? This is entire one possibilities. Again, I will tell you different possibilities, right? So other things what you can do it. So you can tell it as like 2 12s are, right? So what you will do it like 2 3s are 6, 2 3s are 6, 6 2s are 12, right? 6 2s are 12. This is also one possibility. 2 3s are 6, 6 2s are 12. Next one, what are you going to do it? What you can do it? 2 2s are 4, 2 2s are 4, 4 3s are 12. 4 3s are 12. This is also one possibility you can do it, right? So again, what you can do it, like you can tell it as like 4 3s are 12. Directly you can tell it as 4 3s are 12. You can tell it as like this, right? 1 4 3, right? This is your favorite number, right? 3 4 1 also you can do it. 3 4 1 you can do it, or else you can tell it as like 1 4 3, you can do it like this, you can do it, right? So this is all the different combination you can go for it, right? So all the 9 combination, 3 factorial combination you can go for here, right? All the 3 factorial combination you can do it over here, right? The different ways of combinations. Okay, I'll just tell you a single pattern, so you can do all the 3 combination, you can go for it, right? This is all the different things you can do it. For example, if I have an array of 20, okay, if I have an array of 20, tell me the factors of 20, guys. 1 is a factor, I'll tell as 2 is a factor, I'll tell as like 3 is not a factor, 4 is a factor, 5 is a factor, 6 is not a factor, 7 no, 8 no, 9 no, 10 is a factor, and 20 itself a factor, right? If I want to do 3 dimension, I can go with this combinations, any of this combination. For example, I can go with 1 comma okay, what do you tell it, like 1 comma 2 into 10. This is one combination, right? I want to make it 20. So if I make a multiplication, I need to make a 20 here, right? 4 5s are 20. I can go for it. 1 comma 4 comma 5. I can go for it. Easily I can go for it. I can start from here. 1 comma, I can start with 1 comma 1 comma 20. I can do it. All this combination I can form it. And again, 1 comma 2 comma 10, I can go for it. Other than this, like 4 comma 10, 4 comma 5, I can make it. So other than this, anything else? 5 fours are done, 5 into 4 done, and again 2 fours are done. Right guys, so this is all the three combinations which you can come across, and again you can do it with the 3 factorial, 3 factorial, 3 factorial. Like this combination you can make it up. So what are the combination? I'm telling this is the main design. It can be anywhere, the numbers can be anywhere, but the multiplication should be what? It is equals to 20. That is what the main agenda when you are looking for the reshape. This is what you need to maintain about it. Got it guys? And suppose if you don't know the number, what is the reshape you need to do it? You know only two numbers. Okay, at that time what he will do it. Okay, so I'll tell you what it will do it. Okay, so I'll be just telling you that. Okay, so can I do it like 4 dimension, 5 dimension also? Can I do with the use of this number? Can I do 5 dimension also? Absolutely fine, I can do it 5 dimension also, right? So how do I make it 5 dimension? And let us reshape. I'll tell it reshape. I'll just tell us like 1 comma 1 comma 1 comma. I can tell it like 2 comma 6. I can tell it. Right, this becomes what? Simple thing, 5 dimension array. It is a 5 dimension array. I can make it any dimension array, guys. Can I or cannot? Give me any array, we can make it any dimension of array, right? You can make it any dimension of the array. Got it? I just need to know whether it is a copy or I need to know this array, whatever array I'm returning it. Okay, whether it is a copy or a view. Okay, so I'll just tell us what, guys? Base. I will tell it. If I tell us base, it is returning it. Okay, if it is returning something, then means it is nothing but what? So that it is viewing the original array. It is viewing what? Original array itself. Okay, it is viewing what? Original array itself. Got it? It is performing on the original array, so it is viewing. This is the view of it. This is the view of it. Okay, whatever the reshape you are doing it. Okay, can we reshape into any shape? Can we reshape into any shape, guys? Yes, as long as the elements required for reshaping are equal in both the shape. It is not affecting the original. No. What is that method is using is, okay, this method is using the original array itself. Okay, the method is using original array itself, but it is returning it. I'm telling you returning it. Okay, it is returning something else. Okay, for example, I'll just tell it as like this. Okay, so I'll copy like this. I'll tell it as, for example, I'll go here and I'll tell it as like this: b equals to. Okay, now if I tell it as b dot base. Okay, b dot base. Okay, it is using the original array b. Wait a second. Okay. Wait a second. B of 0 equals to, I'll just tell us 70. I will tell it. Right? B is equal to 70. Oh, what happened, guys? What happened? Just what happened? What happened? Aha. Okay. I just left like A also. It is affecting to the original array also. If you're making changes to the B, it is affecting to the original array also. Got it? So that is nothing but what? It is a view. Got it? This is how it is affecting it. Right? For example, if I tell us like A of 90, if I tell it, okay, A of 0 is equals to 90, if I tell it. Right? I'll tell us like A, I will tell it. Look on here, it is affecting D here. And whether it is affecting to the B, yes, it is affecting to the B also. Okay, so while changing to the B, it is a 5 dimension. Okay, if I want to change to the B, I need to write it like this: B of 1 comma 1 comma 1, or else I can tell us like this: 0 comma 0 comma 0 comma 0 comma 0. Okay, so equals to, I need to tell it as 100, right, or whatever it is. So I'll tell us B here, it is changing here, right? It is C A here, it is changing here, so it is affecting it. Okay, then it is called as what? It is called as what? View. Got it? Okay, so now can we reshape into the any shape? Can we reshape into the any shape? Yes, as long as the element required for a reshape are equal in both the shape, are equal in the both the shape. For example, 12 elements I have it. Okay, I cannot do it for 3 into 4 into 4 into 4. I cannot do this, right? But I can do it 1 into 1 into 3 into 4. I can do this, right? Why? Because the multiple should be same as the both elements. Okay, it should be multiple. Okay, for example, we can reshape any 8 elements one dimensional array into we can reshape an 8 element 1D array into we can reshape an 8 element 1D array into 4 elements in 2 rows, 4 elements in 2 rows, 2D array, 4 elements into 2D array. But we cannot reshape into we cannot reshape it into 3 elements in 3 rows 3D array. 3D array. It would require 9 elements. Okay, for example, what I'm trying to tell you is look on here. Okay, so if I have 8 elements, okay, if I have 8 elements, okay, I can do it something like this. I can do it what 2 into 4 elements. I can do it 2 of 4 elements. I can make it. Okay, but I cannot make it 3 comma 3. I cannot make it. Why? Because to make this shape I need 9 elements, right? For this, but I have only 8 elements. This I cannot do it, but I can do this one. So until unless the like element required shaping are equal in both the shape, then I can do it for. Okay, have you taken this one, guys? Reshaping it, whether copy or view. What is this? What is the conclusion? Whether the reshaping is copy or view, guys? What is it? Whether it is a copy or a view? Reshape is a copy or a view? It is a view. You got to know the clear picture of it, right? So once it is if it is affecting the original array, it is also affecting to the that already created array, right? It's a copy of it. Okay. So now coming to here, right on side unknown dimension, unknown dimension. I don't setting called as unknown dimension, unknown dimension, unknown dimension. Okay, unknown dimension. Okay, for example, guys, what I am trying to tell you is look on here. If you don't know, okay, for example, if I have a array like this A, right? So I want to convert into 3 dimension. Okay, 3 dimension, how can I convert it? If I tell as like A dot, I'll just allow the reshape A dot reshape So how to convert it, guys? 2 comma 2 comma 3, right? Since I know this, I am converting it. For example, if I don't know any of it, okay, so what I'll do it, I'll just tell it as like this reshape. I'll tell as 1 comma, I'll tell as 2 comma. I don't know what is next I want to tell it. Okay, I don't know what is the number I want to tell it, right? I'll just tell it as -1. At the time I'll tell it as -1. So I'll enter this. This -1 will be given by your Python compiler itself. Okay, it will give it. The number will be given. What is required? 6 number is required. So it is given by whom? Python itself. Okay, this is called as unknown dimension. Okay, so this can only done by anyone. Okay, any one side. For example, I know this shape. I know this shape. I don't know this shape. What is that? Okay, I don't know what it is here. So I'll just like this. Okay, it is doing it. Okay, so I don't know now. I don't know this one. I don't know this one now. Okay, I don't know this one now. So I will tell us like -1. I know, but I know this one, right? I know this one. So I'll just like this. So it is giving it yes. Okay, sir, can I do it for all the numbers, sir? Can I do it for all the dimensions, sir? Whether Python will do it, sir? Python will not calculate for this. Okay, can only specify one unknown dimension. Python only can specify one unknown dimension. Python only can specify one unknown dimension. Take on this. Take on this example. Note, we cannot pass -1 to more than one dimension. Write on passing -1 as a value, passing -1 as a value, passing -1 as a value. Numpy will calculate this number for you. Numpy will calculate the number for you. Okay. Note, we can only pass only one time -1. Note, we can only pass one time minus 1. We can only pass one time minus 1. Okay, now look on here, guys. I have 5 dimension here, right? I have 5 dimension here. Okay, this concept is called as what? Flattering the array. Flattering the array. What does this flattering means? What does this flattering means? The next concept. Okay, I hope that concept is done, guys. Guys, unknown dimension is done. So we have done with shape, we have done with reshape, and we have done with what is that? Unknown dimension. And now we are coming for the flattering the array. Okay, what is this flattering the array? Flattering the array means converting a multi-dimension array into one dimension. How to convert into one dimension? Simple, guys, simple. I have this b, right? I have this b. I'll just tell it as some simply I'll be doing so much thing, guys. I'll just tell it as like b dot reshape, and I was like reshape. Okay, instead of telling 12, what I'll do is I'll just tell as minus 1. I'll tell as minus 1. So I have converted this one into the shape. Okay, so if I tell it as this one shape, okay, dot shape, I'll tell it. Dot shape, I'll tell it. Right? And tell it as like this, it is getting you this one. Done? Done, guys? Done, 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 done. So what is this flattering? Flattering array means converting a multi-dimensional array into a one dimension. How do you convert it? Simply come in reshape, you will pass it minus 1. Done, done, or done. Okay, any array you can come back to the base. Okay. Okay, this is very much important concept, guys. This flattering the array. Okay, there are a lot of functions for changing the shape of an array in Numpy. Okay, flatten, okay, rearranging the element, okay, like rotation, 90-degree, flip, flipper, flip, etc., etc. Actually, it is calculating. Yeah, Python is taking the care of it. Okay, I can even do it like this. Okay, I can even do it like this. So I can do it like this. 12 also I can pass it. Got it? I can even pass it like this. 12 also I can pass it. For example, I can pass it 12 also. But I don't want to take a risk, right? So what I'll do it, if I want to do the flattering, if you don't know what is the number of elements, maybe like you will be having lakhs together of elements, you can come simply, you can tell it as minus 1. So everything will be in one dimension. Wherever you have multi-dimension elements, if you do it something like this, for example, I'll just tell it as reshape now, right? So look on here, I'll tell it as b is equals to b dot reshape, I'll tell it, reshape, I'll tell it. Right now, what I'll do it now, when you have the array, I'll just tell us like reshape 1 comma 1 comma 1 comma 1 comma 2 comma. I'll tell us like 1 comma 1 comma. I'll just tell us 3 comma 1 comma 1 comma 1. Right? 3 twos are 3 2 3 2 threes are 6 comma 2. I will tell it. All right. So I'll be writing like this. So this is the multi-dimension thing. All right. If I tell it as B, I have it like this. The array is like this. All right, I want to flatter this. When you have the lakhs together data, I don't know what is the element, how many elements, I cannot count it. All right, as then what I'll do it now, I'll do it as like b dot reshape. B dot reshape, I'll just flat the array. I'll just flat the array by this, telling this. Correct? So it will convert my multi-dimension array to one dimension. That is what actually the concept is. Okay. Okay, next one, starting you write it down. Numpy array iterating. Numpy array iterating. Iterators. Iterating. How do you iterate the Numpy arrays? Okay, so if I tell it as A here, so I have the element here, I'll just reshape this A. So I'll just tell A is equals to A dot reshape it, or else I will get the element from there. Okay, so that will be like great. Where is the element? Where did I do it? Yeah, I have it. I have it. I have it. I have it. Where did I do it? Where did I have written it, guys? Yeah, I have done it here, right? And it is right. Array A, I have it. A is equals to, I'll just write like np dot re A dot reshape to what I'll do it 2 comma 3 comma 2 I'll tell it, right? So 3 comma 3 comma 2 I'll just plus A. This is what my array is. Okay, I want to iterate now. Oh, I have done it to this one. Okay, fine. Sorry. I'll do it for the 1 dimension first, then I'll do it for the 2 dimension, then I'll do it as 3 dimension iteration process. Okay, so iteration purpose, you can do it, slicing is very much easy, but I want to do it in the other iteration purpose. So how do I do the iteration? So what do I do it, guys, for the iteration? What do you mean by iteration? Iteration means it's going through one by one element, right? One by one element, you will be iterating it. Okay, how do I do it? I'll do it by for loop. Using this for loop, I'll be doing this. Okay, so how do I do it? Okay, simple thing. I'll just tell us like for I in, or I'll do it I in A, I will tell it, and I'll print it I here, right? So what I do it, so I'll be getting the numbers, right? I'll be just getting the numbers. Each numbers I'll be getting it. But again, simple iteration. The simple iteration I'll be getting it here. Take it down. Okay, so I'll be using this for loop. Okay, so instead of that, you can write print of I also. You can write, nothing to worry about it. Okay, since I'm doing it in ideally, I'm writing it as I. You can even tell it as print of I. You'll be getting it. Now the concept is iteration of two-dimension array, right? So how do you iterate the two-dimension array? That is what the concept is. A is equals to, I'll just tell as A is equals to, I'll just tell as A dot reshape, I'll tell it. Reshape. I'll convert this reshape to maybe like I'll tell it like 2 comma 6, I'll tell it. Okay, 2 comma 6, I'll tell it. So A, I have it like this. Now two-dimension array, how to iterate it? How can I iterate this two-dimension array? So for example, okay, if I iterated two-dimension array, for example, like for I in A, I will tell it, and I will iterate it like this. Print I will tell it, right? Print I will tell it. So I will enter this. So what I have it, I will be iterating like this. Got it? I'll be iterating two dimension like this, but inside the element, I'm not getting it. This is the problem which I'm getting it now. Right? Have a note on this. You're getting the problem, guys. What is the problem? But it will be in the form of array itself. The elements are in the form of array itself. But this is one dimension, this is one dimension, separate array. I have just broken down the two dimension. That's it. Okay, note, if we iterate a 2-day array, it will go through n-1 dimension, n-1 dimension, n-1 dimension, one by one. Okay, if I had 3D array here, if I had 3D array, it will break down the 3D array, third array, and it will give me two-dimension array one by one. To return the actual value, the scalar, we have to iterate the array. In the scalar formation, we need to iterate the array. How we can iterate this array in the scalar formation? That is where we come across. Okay, that is where we need to come across. Okay, what we can do it is, for example, okay, when I have this one, okay, for I can write it for inside of for I in A, I will tell it. For I in A, I will tell it. One more for loop, I will tell it. For I'll tell us like I will tell it. J in I will tell it. For each loop in J in I will tell it. I'll come here. I'll just tell us like print what I'll do it. I'll just tell us like J. So this one will give this solution for you. Right? What I'll get it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So what I'll get it? This will give me one dimension. This will give me this output, whatever the output is. Now here, what I'm doing it, I'm iterating one by one this one. This one I'll be iterating it. First I'll come here. It will give me this data. It will give me, and keeping this data, I'll be iterating one by one. After that, again, it will go. It will give me this data. This I will give me this data. I'll come here. I'll give to J, and J will iterate one by one. So that is what it is doing it. Okay, for 3 dimension, what I need to do it? For 4 dimension, what I need it? For 5 dimension, what I need to do it? For inside of 4, inside of 4, inside of 4, inside of 4. Right? This is how I'll be going to do it. Right, guys? Right. Shall I do it one more thing? So if I want to iterate the 3 dimension, okay, so A, you have it like this. I'll just tell us A is equals to A dot reshape. I'll tell it. Reshape. I'll tell it. Reshape. I'll tell us 2 2s are 4 4 2s are 4 threes are 12, right? So 4 threes are 12. I'll write as a is like this, right? I want to iterate this. How do I iterate this? For I in a, if I tell it like this, if I tell it like this, I'll be getting like this. All right, this is 1 2 dimension, this is 1 2 dimension. All right, I'm getting what is, or in what output I'm getting it, n minus 1 iteration I'm getting it. So how do you break it down this one? So simple thing, you will be breaking down this one by, for j in I you will tell it, for j in I you will tell it. Again you want to break down for k in j you will tell it, and you will print it what, k you will print it down. So like this you'll be iterating it, right? Like this it will be iterating it. Now I want to give a better solution for this. I want to give what, a better solution for this. There is something called as NDITER. Okay, so I'll be telling that. So write it down. Iterating an array with a different data type. 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 We can use OP underscore data type. You can use OP underscore data type, OP underscore data type argument, and pass it the expected data type to change the data type. So I was talking about this one, OP underscore data sorry, d type, sorry, not data type guys, d types, OP d types. Okay, OP d types, and pass it the expected data type to change the data type. Pass it to the expected data type to change the data type of an element while iterating it. Numpy does not change the data type. Numpy does not change the data type of the element Numpy does not change the data type of the element in place, so it needs some other space. To perform this action. The extra space is called buffer. The extra space is called buffer. BUFFER, buffer. In order to enable it, we need to invoke something called as, we need to call a function called as NDITER. Okay, NDITER. Okay, in this you have one parameter guys called as, flags. FLAGS, flags, equals to, you'll tell it as, you'll assign the value called as buffer here. A single inverted comma, you'll tell it as like BUFFERET. You need to pass it buffer. Okay, for example, what I do it is, okay, so this is just to follow what, like to different parameters. Okay, for different types of data. How do you do that? Okay, for example, like I have a here, so I'll just flatter. How to flatten it guys? A is equals to reshape. I'll tell us like -1 here, right? Okay, A is equals to A dot reshape, I'll tell it, and I'll tell it like -1, I'll enter this. So A, it is flattened. Okay, so now what I need to do it is, so in a for loop, I'll call a for loop for I in n dot. So I'll call this method, which is the method I'll call it NDITER. Okay, so this will as NDITER iterator. So in this iterator, I'll be passing which is the array I want to pass it, A array I want to pass it, and I want to tell it as flag flags equals to, I'll just set as like buffered. Okay, buffer ed. Okay, I'll just tell as buffered. Okay, and again, what I need to tell it, I want to tell it as if I want to access the string or something like that, I'll just tell as op type, operational type. I'll just tell it come here. I'll tell as d types, data types, d types. Two, I will tell as string. Right, I'll pass it string for this. String should be in the uppercase. I'll just tell that uppercase here, and I will enter this. Right, so I'll put a colon here, and I'll enter this, and I'll tell it has I will tell it enter this. Enter this. Oh, n is not defined. N is not defined. Okay, sorry guys. Sorry. We have done with the NP, right? Okay, so this is what it is. Okay, this is what it is. The data is array 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of a different data type. Okay, so which is the data type I'm iterating it? I'm iterating what? A string type I'm iterating it. I'm iterating what? A string type data I am iterating it. Okay, that's it. That's it. Okay, so I would like to do it the iterating with a different step size. Even that also I like to do it. But I'll do it tomorrow, guys. Okay, iteration takes place here. Iteration will takes place here. You know the slicing concept, right? I'll just tell you the example. Okay, tomorrow what I'm gonna be doing it. Okay, so I'm gonna be doing enumeration, that this everything, enumerating that this everything. So how it is done and everything, right? So what I'll do it is something like this here, guys. Okay, so how I do it. Okay, for example, a is equal to like this. You have it. A is equal to I'll do it as a dot reshape. I'll do it. Reshape. I'll do it. Okay, reshape. I'll do it as like 2,6. I'll do it. 2,6. I'll do it. I enter this, right? So a is nothing but a 2-dimension. Now what I can do it, okay, how I gonna be iterating this loop, right? So for I in, I'll just tell us like and iterator. I'm using this method. I'll be using this method np dot end dimension numerical dimension. I'll tell us like this. So here I made it op flag, right? Op flag has what string? So sorry, op not flag. I have made it flags has what a buffer. If I want to have an extra memory at the time, I will have a buffer, right? So when I don't wanted it, okay, so I can just tell it has like object. I can pass it here, right? Or what I can do it is something called as like this. Yeah, a little like a. Inside this, I can pass it something like this, guys. Okay, I wanted everything means I'll put it a comma, colon. I'll do the slicing part here. I'll do the slicing part here, and I'll enter this, and I'll write as like I here. So I'll be getting this array. All right. So this is how I'll be iterating it. Okay. For example, if I wanted the selected items. Okay. For example, I wanted from like only 2, 3, and 8, 9. If I wanted 2, 3, and 8, 9. So what I'll do it now, I'll start from 1 and I will end it till might be 3. I will end it, right? So I'll enter this. So I have it 7, 8, 9, 2, 33. Okay. What? 7, 8. Oh yeah, right. Okay, for example, I have misplaced it. Okay, so if I wanted like 2, 3, and 8, 9, what I need to do is what I need to do it is 2, 3, 8, 9. Same thing I want to do it, but in the vice versa side. Okay, so I want to do it here, right? So 1, 9, 3, I want to do it here, right? If I iterate this one, so I'll be getting like 2, 3, and 8, 9. I'll be getting like this here. Done, guys? Done. So this like this I'll be discussing it tomorrow. Many other things. Okay, for today I'll stop it here. Okay. Okay, we can stop it here till now. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much. We'll see you tomorrow then with the other topics. Okay, we'll see you tomorrow with the other topics. Thank you. Bye bye.